What's the best advice you can give to other aspiring artists trying to pursue their dreams?
The best advice I would give is just, follow your heart. Don't do anything that makes you uncomfortable. Don't try to be like everyone else that you see. Like find who you are, and tap into that. Like really get to figure you out first, and your people will gravitate towards you. And definitely in this industry, I feel like women shouldn't they shouldn't feel pressed to expose their self or
That's right. That's right.
just do any type of thing. Like never forget about the music. I mean, all that stuff is cool and stuff. I mean, I could get sexy every now and then, but don't let that be all that you're about, you
That's
know?
right. That's important.
So, yeah, always make it about the music, and then everything else will fall into place.
I think that, I think that's some gems right there. That's some serious gems, especially for female artists, because a lot of them, they feel like they have to be sexy all the time or overextend themselves, and then they get put in that hole. You know what I'm saying?
It puts you in a box, and like that's my main thing with my music, with anything. I don't want to be put in a box, any kind of box.
That's
So it's just
right. We trying to
like
think outside the box.
Saint Anthony, I've lost my mind. I've heard that lost things you can find. If that is true, please hear my prayer. There's none around who seem to care. Life is so hard and I'm lost in the dark with no way out. Everything seems to be closing me in. I'm a prisoner of doubt. Saint Anthony, there's no one here to see me paralyzed with fear. I've lost my nerve, the will to fight. Can't seem to find a shining light. Life is so hard and I'm lost in the dark with no way out. Everything seems to be closing me in. I'm a prisoner of doubt.
Welcome to the Mental Margarita Show. It's an absolute pleasure to have you on. I've been hearing nothing but great things, and that you've been doing. You've been making some really great strides. So I just want to get right to it.
Right. Thank you for having me. I'm really excited.
Absolutely. So how was it like growing up in a Caribbean household? I know that must have been crazy.
Yeah, growing up in a Caribbean household, my parents were really strict. I couldn't do much, go out, watch TV, things of that nature. So that's how music came along. I spent a lot of time finding myself, being with myself. So yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. So were your parents were they encouraging?
No, they weren't. Now they're pledged, but
Now they're real supportive.
supportive
That's
now.
that's
Basically.
fantastic. That's good. So, what are some of the artists that have inspired you the most? You know, that just really got you going and made you feel like, you know what, I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to just jump off the cliff. I'm ready to make this happen.
Yes. A couple, just to name a couple, I have Summer Walker, of course. Be
Okay, cool.
Caesar, her. People also tell me that my style kind of fits into their category. So those are also people that have inspired me and I look up to. So yeah.
Wow, that's great. That's great.
Mhm.
Uh, you got a video for a new single. It's called Forget It. It's done very well, by the way.
Yeah.
I must say. Is that an experience that happened to you in real life?
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much. I would say I took the experience from two relationships I had.
So a lot of your writing is inspired through, real life things that go on. And which
Yeah.
is good, because at least you're keeping it, one down while, which is really good.
Yeah. And I want people to feel that they can express and show their pain as well and not hide. People can.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, where can the audience follow you? You know, all the success that you're creating for yourself. Where can they follow you? They want to be a fan. They want to know all the updates that's going on with you, all that good stuff.
Okay, yeah. So on IG or the gram, you can follow me. My name is KAISSIDY. You can get everything you need from there. In my bio is the pre-save link for the Handle That song that's getting ready to release. So you guys can go check that out as well. Yeah.
Well, that sounds fantastic. You know, we really appreciate you being on the Mental Margarita show. We're going to be on.
Travel with us, if you will, on a journey to the fabulous National Young Theatre in London to experience a gripping monologue by Slykat's daughter.
I see cancerous cells multiplying on my body in lesions, hives, hot like fever, this guilty bodily treason, and pus that crusts, foaming wet, frothy goodbyes, his skin pouring out phosphorus, insufferably sad odors, skin cries. Do you understand why I could never look you in the eyes? Not enough. Touch too sacred, I'm not worthy of. Something must be wrong. She investigates the undiagnosed sickness she knows she's had all along. Tap, 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 she goes into the wide world of her narrow phone. A paranoid professional does she become once alone. Because she knows that I know. Like clockwork, every 7 years my body betrays me and grows. Skin shedding me of my armour. Each metamorphosis stripping me of joy, hope, and ardour. All these resurrections getting harder and harder and harder. Confused thoughts of her conception ejaculate tormenting visions of her afterlife reception. The final test. The final rejection. When her body finally fails her. Too scared to breathe. Too scared to be without breath. Mind constipated with chattering fear. Mind pregnant with death. I'm worried that I'm losing my mind.
We have the Mental Margarita show right now, and it's going to be fantastic. I'm sitting here talking to the real KL. This ain't the substitute. This ain't the phony. This is the real KL in the house. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good, man. Blessed to be here. Thankful to see another day. That's all it is, man.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. We enjoying ourselves, and you know what? I tell you, with everything that's going on in the world, man, you just got to have that inner peace. You know, it's really important.
Crazy out here.
It's crazy. It's a crazy world right now. So let me get right to it, man. So Linden, New Jersey. There's a lot of great artists that come out of Jersey. Are you ready to carry the torch, my brother?
Of course. I mean, I'm just being patient and patiently waiting. That's it. I'm a humble guy, and you know I count my blessings as they come along. So I'm just ready.
You seem ready. You seem poised. Now I see you started later on writing and stuff, and really just getting it to the next level. What do you feel made you turn it up a notch? Like what was the moment for you where you're like, yeah, this is what I want to do?
It was just pretty much the support. You know, people don't realize that if you don't have the support, it can kind of drain you a little bit. So by me having that support system, And the people that I have behind me, it kind of pushed me and motivated me more to do exactly what I wanted to do. And so far it's been good.
That's true, man. You got to have that support, because it's a tough industry that we're in. And, there's going to be a lot of failures, which is part of success. We all know that. I mean, that's an old cliche, but it's really true. Some of the most simple stuff that we're taught, you find out how real those things are, So you definitely got to have that supporting cast. Now, any new projects slated for this year? If there's anything pumping in the streets that you want to let the audience know about?
Yeah, well, I got an album out now. It's called The Best. Pretty much the album is pretty much giving you the best of me. Different aspects, different angles that I tackle, whether it's talking about my life, whether it's talking about females, or just regularly just talking about me in general, like street in general. So it's like it's a mixture of both. So I mean, of all worlds. So that's why I call it The Best. So the main track that I'm focusing on that I want everybody to gravitate to is called "Pass Me the Rock."
Pass me the rock, baby.
That right there, I'm with fingers crossed. I'm trying to get that to be part of the NBA anthem.
Let me tell you something. When I first heard that joint, I was like, man, this has this marketability for that, like right away, as soon as you hear it. Like, you got to get this to ESPN. You got to figure this thing out. And I'm hoping that this show will help be a catalyst to, help you get to that point, because, in Vegas, there's a lot going on. And I definitely think that someone will be able to recognize it for what it is. It's a really great song.
Thank you. I really appreciate it, man. It's not.
Now, you got a passion for educating the youth. I know that's important to you.
Yeah.
Any words of wisdom for young artists trying to do this on a professional level?
On a professional level, all I would say is knowledge is key. Make sure you get all knowledge that you need, because if you don't have the knowledge, people will take advantage of you. Don't rush into anything, especially money-wise, because it can hurt you in the long run.
Oh, goodness.
And don't always trust everything that you see, because there's a lot of scammers out here.
There's a lot
that will seem like they legit, but they'll take your money in a heartbeat.
They'll take every single thing from
exactly. And the most important thing too is I want to send this message out for the young boys. You don't necessarily have to be in a game to make it.
Thank you.
And that's my message that I wanted to give to the world. And that's what I want to give back to the community, showing different outs instead of just choosing the streets all the time, because that's all you pretty much hear in the music industry anyway. It's just street music, and everybody want to talk about killing each other or drugs, whatever the case may be. But at the same time, how we preaching, lives matter if we talking about killing each other and everything else.
So true. So true. And you know what? It's gotten so out of control. And I just think that, man, more people need to be saying what you're saying. Definitely.
I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, I'm grateful for this opportunity. That's all I can say right now. I'm grateful.
Well, man, you know what? You came right. You were solid. You're on time. You beat me here. You got the background. You got the real KL doing his thing, man. We appreciate you on the Mental Margarita Show, and look forward to having a margarita with you in Vegas some point.
I'm looking forward to that too.
All right. Well, God bless you, my brother.
God bless you too, man.
Shake the world.
Peace.
Pass me the rock, I hit the shot. Crossover lethal, I leave you in socks. I'm like LeBron, call me the king. Drunk on you niggas, I'm set with the screen. Hold up. Crossover lethal, I leave you in socks. Hold up. Cook up some curry, that 30 will pop. Pass me the rock, I hit the shot. Crossover lethal, I leave you in socks. I'm like LeBron, call me the king. Drunk on you niggas, I'm set with the screen. Hold up. Crossover lethal, I leave you in socks. Hold up. Cook up some curry, that 30 will pop. He's in me, ring on me go. Talking that trash as a no-go. They say my eyes so fago. I hit up your pocket with Prego. Don't test me, but I'm the my dog, don't push me. I ain't throwing shade. You just cool, a little different. We in the same spot. I just play a little different. Don't get me mad at me, cause they treat you low different. Don't get mad at me, cause my be looking different. I'm a boss, you a lame, that's a whole big difference. Pass me the rock.
Hi, thank you for tuning in to Mental Margarita. I am the Rebel, and this is my rant. So, what is life? What is life after death? Does that even exist? And what are the differences? Because some people say no. But yet, instead of living that one good life, some of those people are out there killing kids at schools. And the God-fearing people, well, they say yes. And even though they know that they're going to be judged one day, some of those people are out there doing things even worse to our children. Well, I don't know what's worse, the trauma of dying or having to live with what has been done to them. You can be the judge of that. See, me, I'm a conscious person, but science says that the mainstream materialist view of reality is that physical matter is all there is. Meaning that when the physical brain stops working, so does the consciousness. Well, then how do you explain out-of-body experiences? And in religion, the preacher tells you that your loved ones are up in heaven looking down on you. But the Bible tells you that God will bring with him those who have fallen asleep. So technically, you are resting in peace until God comes to get you. I think that's why mediums exist. And if you believe in reincarnation, well, the question is, what comes first? The egg or the chicken? Life or death? I don't know. But what I do know is that if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And the best way to overcome these devils is with this thing named love. Beware of self, beware of mind, and beware of others. Thank you, and carpe diem.
You know, that's what I'm talking about, man. Welcome to the Mental Margarita Show, baby.
Man, thank you so much, sir. Man, I told him it's the Mental Margarita Show. And man, I think everybody's waiting for it. I mean, we're waiting here, man. And just want to say thank you for everybody. And
most definitely, my brother. Most definitely, most definitely. Let's get right into it, man. Dallas, Texas. Let's talk about your humble beginnings. What was it like growing up in Texas?
Man, growing up in Texas was always kind of hard. Everybody doing their thing, you know. And man, I grew up, we was poor, but we really didn't know it. I know that, right? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it wasn't really hard. Texas is a hot city. If y'all want to get the heat, come to Texas. Man, it's hot.
I wrote a book, and it's on Amazon. It's very inspirational. Can you tell us a little bit about that book you wrote?
Well, it's on Amazon and Kindle. And
Okay.
the title of it is A Book of Poems for Women and the Men Who Love Them. So it's for the women and it's for us too. But I actually wrote the book because God inspired me, because to me, he wanted the world to know how important women are in our lives and in our society as a whole.
Yeah.
So, you know, and I think the book represents that pretty much. It's 84 poems in the book. I am actually proud of the book for one time, you know, for once.
Wow.
Because I didn't take credit
And you
for it,
said-
you know, like God did it.
So you said 84 poems?
It's 84.
And like these
original
poems are talking about all different types of things?
All different types of things, man. It talks about, oh my God, you have to read this book. The lady who done the book review on my book, her name is Tiffany Jackson. She was
Okay.
with Dallas Gospel Connect. She said the whole world should read the book, every man, woman in the world. And that was so big for me.
Wow, that was huge. So we got a book that's critically acclaimed. We also know that G Shed, the messenger. Where does the messenger come in? Why did you name yourself G Shed, the messenger?
Actually, a friend of mine tagged me with that messenger thing. He said, well, G, you know, he said, well, because we were thinking how I'm gonna do it, right? How we gonna do it. And we were getting ready to do the album, right? We were getting ready to do the album, and that's how we come up with the album cover, G Shed, the messenger. My brother named Kyle Marquise, he passed, God bless his soul, man. I love that brother. Miss that brother. Sure wish he was here, man. You know how they feel though, man.
Yeah.
Definitely. But he done the album cover, man. One day people will get to see the album cover, hopefully. You know, and you can go to Amazon and get the book. It's on Amazon and it's on Kindle as well.
Well, and you know what's also cool, G Shed, is that what the audience needs to know is that me and you are in collaboration doing some marketing things together. We got a big promotional campaign that we're going to be doing. And, you know, it's just an absolute blessing to have you on this show. Now, you got a single that you tell the audience about this song and the purpose of this record, because one thing that I really enjoy about you is your authenticity. You're very genuine. You're very humble. You're very God-fearing. And the music and the stuff that you're trying to put out is really trying to uplift society. So tell us about that.
Well, the new song is poetry put to music. And it's called When Is the World Gonna Wake Up? And actually, I can't write without teaching for confirmation. I write to teach and for confirmation. And you good. You can have it. Yeah, but anyway, this poem is very meaningful, powerful, man. It asks the question, when is the world gonna wake up? And it talks about some of the different things that's happened, done happen, right? Like a brother with HIV and a young brother on the corner slinging rocks, right? And I just wanna know, you know, I just wanna help. So I asked the question, when is the world gonna wake up? As a matter of fact, you know, let me say something before you. Can I do that?
Absolutely, absolutely. Come on now.
It's everybody pointing fingers, playing the blame game. And everybody wants change, but we won't change. Take a look inside your heart and see. But when you start the week, remember there's another mother out there crying that can't sleep. Her tears falling down and her knees on the ground, but the world still going round. And I just want to know, when is the world gonna wake up?
I like that, man.
Man, thank you. Y'all stay tuned for the rest of it. It's coming. And thank you for, man, thank you. You are so inspirational and so helpful and so talented and gifted. They don't know you. I know you, Sly. You
silly.
I appreciate
you got me wanting to grab a box of Kleenex, man, just off of those couple of lines. That was a realness, man. Hey, but listen, G Shed, love you like a brother, man. And it's an absolute pleasure once again to have you on the Mental Margarita show.
Man, thank you.
You know, we're gonna be doing some positive things together, man. Help these communities, help our people, and help the world, you know.
Help the world.
All of us together as one.
Right. And I just want to send a shout out to God first and foremost, right?
That's right.
And I want to send a shout out to all my friends and all my family, man, you know, especially my mom. who is so inspirational to me, man. I love my mother. I'm a mama's boy, but it's just a man who loves his mother. You understand?
That's real.
And I'm like, is anything wrong with that, man? We got to love our women and our mothers. And we got to love our women the way we love our mothers, man, because if we respect them like we respect our mothers, the world is going to be a great, great place, a better place. And that's
deep. That's real deep. How do they find you on Facebook if someone wants to hit you up right now?
Okay, just go Gerald Shedd. It's got a picture of my hand, my hand on my book. I did that to advertise the book that it's in hand, right? So do Gerald Shedd, GRELDSHED. And if you want to Google my name, you can come up with everything. Gerald, GRALD, with the initial G, then Shedd. Gerald G. Shedd. You Google that, you got me.
Sin City, holy water couldn't cleanse me. And Wayne Newton had the crowd in a frenzy. Live at the Stardust, the seats never empty. Now if you having a good time in Las Vegas, at the count of 3, I want to hear you scream, Viva Las Vegas. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Main Street was the official local beer stop. Enough slot machine noise to make your ears pop. The cigarette girls walking souvenir shops, while Red Fox had them laughing till the tears drop. Before Steve got a win at the right time, Sig and Roy had a long circus lifeline. Now the Strip's got a lot of neon light signs. Would you agree there's not another city like mine? Years later, Mayweather got the city hot, and everybody in your city with a TV watch. Celine Dion got celebrities at every spot. Boys the Man even got Jenny on the block. Now here's the culture shot, the desert's got a hockey scene. Golden Knights, yeah, the #1 hockey team. And we even got the Raiders repping Vegas now. So get the champagne, it's time to bring the waiters out.